Sweet.
Combat initiated. Commencing termination of organic life form.
Yes.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Chained on the other side.
We must proceed with
I
caution.
regret any suffering you may incur.
Any idea where they went? That takes care of that. That was amusingly simple.
Combat subroutine eliminated.
Get him, man.
Please stand still. Arm actuator damaged. I am the victim
I
of
advise you to
violence.
watch your step in the future. Not much of a threat after all.
There we go.
Please lower your weapon.
Quite a few impressive devices.
Got it. Nice. Hell yeah. Yes. That's it. There we go. Nice. Got it. Sweet. Yes. There we go. That's it. Nice.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry it had to end this way. I tried to build a place where our children could live comfortably. You know, I'm a family man, and know our children come first. I'd do anything for them, even at the expense expense of taxpayers' money. The mob has broken through, and it's only a matter of time before they reach the lower level. As a last resort to protect our family, I give you... well, I give you myself. Take my body to the people. Tell them I died a coward. Maybe they will leave you in peace. I left the key to the safe with one of the attendants. I forget his name. Anyway, goodbye, my darling. I love you and the children so much.
Found the mayor in the tub last night. Locked the door before the missus found him. Didn't want her to see him like that. I told her he'll be back soon and not to worry. In the meantime, I told her to take the children down to the utility room in the gym and wait for the all clear. Situation's getting out of control and we're outnumbered. It's only a matter of time before this place falls into chaos.
Got it.
Honey, I've been told to take the children to a safe place near the gym. Are you okay? The children are scared. This whole situation is my fault. I convinced you we needed all of this stuff if the worst ever happened. Now look at what's happening. All my fault. When you come back... Oh, hold on. Looks like the little one's hungry. Shh. It's okay, baby girl. Don't cry. It's okay. Mommy's here. Listen. When you come back, let's get out of here. Let them have this place. We don't need it. Love you, honey.
Got it. Yeah.
Someone present. Systems offline.
You're going to return this. Hopefully, that's the last of them. That was amusingly simple. Did you hear that? Being non-organic, these rods won't affect me. You? That's a different story. I don't think we're alone. How many? We may have an enemy nearby. Time for you to perish.
Alarm. Standing down.
Shit!
Nice try. Never fear, man. We'll emerge victorious.
Identify yourself. All operating citizens will not be harmed. All clear.
They're gone.
Should've just run!
Did you win?
Sweet. Nice.
Alright, Brainbox. Ivy wants me to find out what makes you tick. So let's get started.
There's no need for that. I'm certain we can discuss this rather unfortunate situation before it gets completely out of hand. Now, what exactly did this Ivy tell you to do?
Simple. She wants me to crack open that dome you have for a head and find out how your brain is connected to your circuits.
Perhaps I can be of assistance in that regard. After all, there isn't much else I can do. Now that you've removed my head from its chassis, how about we forge some sort of an accord? Just between the two of us.
What the hell is an accord? You talking about wires or something?
Right. I need to phrase this so even a dullard like you would understand. Let me put it this way. You need information that's going to make your boss happy. I want to keep my brain in one piece. Maybe we can cut a deal.
Fine. I'm listening.
I'll tell you everything I know about my own construction. All the bits that Ivy wants to hear. And I promise you, she won't be disappointed. In return, you keep those tools away from me and put me back onto my body. You get what you want, and I don't get dissected like some kind of a laboratory experiment. Do we have a deal?
Well, that would save me a lot of time. And Ivy doesn't like waiting. Tell you what, you start talking, and I'll stop drilling. After I tell Ivy everything, we'll see how happy she really gets. But I think I'm gonna leave your head in that machine for now, just in case you decide to get any smart ideas. How's that for a deal?
I suppose it will have to suffice. I mean, yeah, it's a deal.
My robot allies only seeks to save lives. This scourge cares nothing for the progress we have made, but we will find her and bring her to justice. People of the Commonwealth, it is I, the Mechanist. I come to warn you of a new scourge who stalks the innocent and destroys my robot allies, only seeks to save lives. This scourge cares nothing for the progress we have made.
That's
Was
it.
the inventor of the body pen think of his new primary use in the Commonwealth?
People of the Commonwealth, it is I, the Mechanist. I come to warn you of a new scourge who stalks the innocent and destroys my robot allies, only seeks to save lives. This scourge cares
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
What did the Rust Devils do to you?
They felt that by keeping my head online would prove useful to them. Fortunately for me, they're stupid enough to actually believe anything I say. Admittedly, it hasn't gotten me very far, but it has saved me from the same fate as my rather unfortunate comrades you see in pieces around you. Now, back to my original question. What are you doing here?
Hunting down a radar beacon.
A radar beacon? How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for. And you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
I'm listening.
How refreshing. Then allow me to explain. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the Mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill two simple conditions. One, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And two, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
How do I know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Even though there's a human brain floating in a biogel inside my head, I'm still bound by my original programming. It pains me to admit it, but one of my directives states that I cannot lie. Ever. So, while I'm not the most charming robot you've ever encountered, The last thing I'm going to do is violate an agreement we made. Now that we have that out of the way, wise decision. We have a deal. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon as a gesture of good faith. Now, I strongly suggest you stop loitering in the middle of a hostile location and get us both out of here at once.
My robot allies only seek to save lives. This scourge cares nothing for the progress we have made, but we will find her and bring her to justice. Follow the cover. It is on.
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you.
All clear.
You really are taking the path of most resistance.
And identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
We may have some trouble.
First mistake, last mistake.
Do not attempt to flee.
I'll cover you,
Justice
ma'am.
will be administered swiftly and
Found the target again.
limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds.
Hey, who's there?
Negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
Time to move it.
Prepare to be annihilated.
This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair.
Time to end this.
Had I a body, I would have killed her myself. Oh well. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human.
Hey, let's take a look at what you've got.
Sweet. Ada?
Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate until you provide a body that meets my standards.
Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
What else do you know about the Meta?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
A union of organic matter and robotics? Sounds an awful lot like a synth.
Not at all. The robo-brain was built with a very different design philosophy in mind. General Atomics' intent was to use the human brain to augment the robot's functions, primarily to accelerate the decision-making process. Free thought and individuality was never intended. These were expressly built like soldiers, to follow orders without question. The robo-brain's unfortunate tendency towards violence and aggression should be considered more of a malfunction than a calculated decision.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Why would you say something like that?
Isn't it obvious? Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
Your personality mode? What do you mean?
Most robots have a personality mode select available to them for their creator to utilize. Turn it on, and we're designed to talk and act more like a human. Turn it off, and we're no better than a mindless automaton. Jackson said he didn't think of me as a servitor robot. He treated me more like a friend. So he permanently set my personality mode to on. He said I should never lose my identity. I suppose I'm starting to think he was wrong.
You shouldn't think that way. Your personality helps you think creatively.
I always considered my personality to be a burden, but I suppose I've been looking at it incorrectly. I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility, and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
What kind of a bug?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything else would have been better. However, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given your limited skill set derived from your equally diminished intelligence.
So sorry, Your Highness. The Royal Tailor has been quite ill, and I'm afraid the task fell to me instead.
If you're attempting to use sarcasm as an intimidation tactic, I'm afraid... Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
You aren't stuck here. You could leave if you wanted.
You've created an interesting stalemate between us. Something I didn't expect you to be capable of. I'm impressed. It's been a long time since I've been outsmarted. Why don't you go ahead and ask...
Why did General Atomics make you...
I haven't the faintest idea of what you're talking. I'm a top-of-the-line model, with an efficiency rating that makes Mr. Handy look like a glorified toaster oven. When given a set of instructions, I will complete them without question, and without error. Now, were there any other ridiculous questions you wanted to ask?
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. Amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
Helping the people of...
Absolutely. It's my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
The Mechanist gave you these instructions to kill people?
Well, not exactly. The specific instruction was to help people. I merely interpreted the most efficient way to perform my duties. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary, but given your minimal intellect, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you don't understand.
And you're going to be a brain pate if you don't tell me how to access the Mechanist's facility.
There's no need to be rude. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist's facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all. I expect you'll be leaving me behind. Typical.
Heads up.
What can I do for you?
Hey, Ada.
I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel. I hope she wasn't too difficult.
Is there a chance these robots could be misinterpreting orders?
Yes, I've considered the possibility. The contradictory nature of the Mechanist's broadcasts are troubling. But the truth is, regardless of intent, the Mechanist needs to be stopped. These robots are too much a threat. Were you able to discover how to gain access to the Mechanist?
Think we can trust what Jezebel said? I'm hoping she doesn't have her own interpretation of the word access, too.
We'll soon find out. What did she have to say?
I'll need to modify a robot to gain access. Jezebel uploaded the plans for an MSAT to my Pip-Boy.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center, most likely a front for a larger operation. It's time to take the offensive. Have you formulated a plan?
It's time to confront the Mechanist.
I hope you're allowed the opportunity. I too am curious as to what the Mechanist would have to say. Now, if you're ready, I believe you have an MSAT to install. It's always fascinating watching you create.
Look alive. Look alive. Hey.
Yes, is there something I can help you with?
Are you able to...
No, I can't. I'm fairly certain that my original creator had grander plans for me other than becoming a pile of debris. If I had access to a vacuum modification, I could make this place shine.
Open this.
All systems are go, ma'am.
Use this.
Incoming robot detected.
That's it.
Oh, the Scourge of the Commonwealth has used my own...
We may have an enemy nearby.
Here.
Engineer, Thomas Harkin. So far, we're tracking on schedule for the latest RoboBrain milestone. Dr. Asante has assured me that the active time between memory wipes has been greatly increased. Hopefully, that will hold true in our latest live testing. The senior engineers also informed me that their latest assembly line adjustments have been completed early. I can only hope that means due diligence was still paid, and we're not going to be looking at a total system breakdown again. Other than that, I'm still worried about the, test subjects. Right now, we've got more than enough to meet our demand. But it's not like these things grow on trees.
Picking up something. I suggest we take as much as we can carry. Take them down.
Scan this. Here. Scan this. Use this. Here.
The Commonwealth is right to fear people like you. People who have no respect for human life, who only wish death or pain for those around them. That is why I, the Mechanist, have made my solemn vow to protect the innocent, to put an end to people like you.
The last of them. Let me have this one. Careful, man. I don't think we're alone. Riddance.
Open this. Scan this. I'm in.
You might want to drop some of those things you're carrying.
There we go. Hey.
Hope you...
This is the third time I've had to request more security. As thorough as our assembly procedures may be, there's a human factor to be considered. These are criminal and unstable minds. It can't be a scientist's job to ensure each test subject is properly sedated. I was promised military assistance and security, but we need more. I won't allow my crew to be endangered. As fascinating as it may be to integrate the human mind with robotics, sometimes I wish I never signed on to this project.
Wait. My reign of terror?
The Commonwealth has suffered more than its fair share of injustices because of you. Now you'll face the full might of the Mechanist. My righteous robots will end your tyranny once and for all. Let's stop back up. Bring in the turret.
Did you hear that here? Over here! Compensated. Time for you nearest.
All at once. They're so expendable. You know, initiate self-destruct. Code 001. Of course, I don't mean you, Sparks.
Time reload.
Over here.
Impressive. But I think you failed to grasp the full reality of your situation. Look around you. This entire facility is at my command. For every robot you destroy, 10 more will come. Struggle all you want. There is nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing.
Warning. Power generation capacity exceeded. Now drawing reserve power.
Sparks! I'll deal with you myself. Come, my robots. Destroy her. Reroute the fuel tanks. Prepare to drop on my mark.
Reserve power at 82%.
Shut that thing off. Activate the Tesla coil.
Reserve power at 58%.
Sparks, bring her in.
Move here.
No problem.
Bring the electromagnets and there. Sparks, bring them in.
Reserve power at 34%. Warning. Critical power failure is imminent.
Damn it, Sparks! Throw everything at her! Everything! Bring the coils back around! Sparks, more fuel tanks, now!
Warning. Warning. Power failure in 10, 9,
Come on!
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Get the power back on! Emergency power, then! This is a Dover Scourge. I will not rest until I see the Commonwealth free of you.
I'm not a villain. I just want you to hear me out, face to face.
Very well. I will hear you out. But only for the sake of the Commonwealth. Sparks, with me! Let us discuss this amicably.
Who are you? Don't you think it's time you ditched that mask?
You're right.
I'm Isabel Cruz. The Mechanist was just an easy way for me to help the Commonwealth. But all my technical knowledge and all of these resources, and I still failed. How does the Commonwealth have any hope against people like you?
Hey, I'm not the enemy. I'm the one trying to protect the Commonwealth against your robots.
They have taken innocent lives. My friends, they were simple traitors, all dead at the hands of your robots.
That can't be right. Explain yourself.
Call it user error, then. One of your robo-brains admitted it. They're killing people to save them.
Saving by killing? No. It's the logic. It's there. I can see it now. I was hoping it was the robo-brains, an issue with their memory wipes. But you're right. Their primary directive was flawed.
The robo-brains require...
Yes. The human brain has a way of rewiring itself. If not properly maintained, it can corrupt.
Is that even ethical? Not only are you using human brains, but you're wiping them too?
Why waste a resource that someone died for? Yes, it's a skewed outlook, but it gives that life meaning. Potentially. Over 200 years in preservation may have made them more susceptible to corruption.
Sounds like you're playing with fire when you deal with those things.
It was a risk, but a minor one at the time.
Well, your technicality cost a lot of innocent people their lives.
Judging from the numbers in the data dump, if even a small percentage are innocents, I wanted to help the Commonwealth. And robots are all I know. I found this place and figured I could finally do my part. I accept full responsibility. I can't take back what I've done, or even atone for it. But this doesn't have to end in violence.
Tell me, why the mask?
I'm not good with people. The Mechanist gave me a way to put myself out there without really being out there at all. But you're kind of keeping me in suspense here. I can turn this around. I just need a chance.
I'm not here to kill you. Only to get you and your robots to stand down.
Done. Consider it done. And you won't regret this. I promise. None of the Commonwealth will. Here, take this. It's the password to the mainframe. You can use it to shut down the security protocols. I'd rather this place be in your hands now.
Excellent. I should be able to resume my duties immediately.
Hey. Hey.
What? Here you are. I hope these help.
Heads up.
May I assist you, ma'am?
Hey.
I should have been more thorough. Hey, just one more thing, if you have a minute.
What's up?
Just quick. I just wanted to say I'm really happy, thankful that you've let me stick around here. And in order to show you that I'm done with the past, I want you to have this as a sort of promise, I guess. It's the mechanist suit I made.
You really don't want it anymore?
No. It's part of a past I don't want to dwell on. There's one more thing. A much bigger thing. There are still robots out there. Lots of them. My communications are down, and I can't call them back. But I can tell you where they are, if you're interested.
Sure.
Great. Let me see what I can pick up. Damn, this signal's too strong for a single bot. Must be a group.
Yeah.
In case I haven't said it enough, I really am sorry about this.
I just...
Sounds good to me. In case I haven't said it enough.
What started?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
That's easy to say. I just didn't have much in the way of friends while I was growing up. Robots are...
Really?
Sparks was my very first creation. My very first real friend. The General Atomics Factory originally drew me to the Commonwealth. I never expected to also find this entire military base dedicated to robotics. But I did. So I did what I knew best. I built amazing robots and hoped to save the Commonwealth. And I guess you know the rest of that story.
Do you feel like the robots betrayed you?
In a sense. In some cases, I feel like I betrayed myself. I look at everything I did and managed to accomplish, just to screw it all up. I trusted my robots and my ability to program them to do good. And it all blew up in my face. Anyway, I better get...
Isabel.
Thanks again for helping me try to make this...
So tell me, why the Mechanist? How'd you come up with that? Sure.
I found the idea, this drawing, at a ransacked caravan. It was like some sort of hero that someone had created. Even made their own posters. I took what I could and decided I wanted to bring that hero to life. It was too late to save that caravan, but becoming the Mechanist was my way of keeping hope alive.
All this inspired...
I know how it sounds, but the only things I had besides robots were comic books. I used to dream about being a hero. Everything just came together. I thought the Mechanist was the next logical...
At least you tried. It's more than most people do.
True. But I think we'd both agree I'd be better off if I never found this place.
Heads up.
Your return is a relief. I trust the outcome was what you wanted.
Would you be disappointed to hear that I let her live.
I do have conflicting outlooks if that is the case. But I trust your judgment. If she lives, she does so with the guilt of what she's done.
The Commonwealth is safe. It doesn't have to fear the Mechanist any longer.
A successful mission, then. Did she reveal her motives and reasoning?
The Robo-Brains were responsible. It was their twisted logic that started all this.
A biological wild card. The unknowns are vast. She had to know the risk she was taking by creating them. Many good people endured suffering and death because of the Mechanist. It's a shame a mind as brilliant as hers allowed such atrocities to be committed.
She's good at heart. She made a mistake. A big one. And she'll live with that guilt.
I believe I have a certain understanding when it comes to guilt. While it's not the justice I had hoped for, it will suffice. Still, I now know that the death of my friends has brought about a safer Commonwealth. Had the Mechanist's robots remained unchecked, I'm certain that damage would have been extensive, halting, if not reversing, any progress that has been made here. With this knowledge, I am finally registering feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment. And I have you to thank for it.
Got it.
Think of its new primary use in the Commonwealth.
Hell yeah. Busted.